Psychology of people who never talk much. They sit in meetings and say almost nothing. They're at the dinner table, present, but somewhere else. They listen to everything. They respond to very little, and people around them wonder, what are they thinking? Here's what psychology actually says. Trait 1. They think before they speak. People who don't talk much are usually processing before speaking. Where others speak to think out loud, quiet people think completely before a single word leaves their mouth. Psychologists call this reflective processing, a cognitive style where the mind fully forms an idea internally before it's shared externally. This isn't shyness. This isn't social anxiety. It's why the quietest person in the room often delivers the most precise, considered response when they finally speak. They weren't absent, they were building. Trait 2. Words cost them energy. For people who don't talk much, verbal output is genuinely draining. Research on introversion, first studied by Carl Jung and later expanded by modern neuroscience, shows that introverted brains process stimulation through a longer neural pathway than extroverted ones. More thinking, more filtering, more internal activity. The result? Social conversation isn't energizing. It's expensive. This is why, after a full day of meetings or small talk, quiet people don't want to go out and decompress. They want silence. Not because they're antisocial, because silence is what restores them. Trait 3, they read rooms, not people. People who don't talk much are often exceptional environmental readers. While others are filling space with words, quiet people are absorbing everything. Who's uncomfortable? Who's performing? What's being said underneath what's actually being said? Psychologists have found that people lower in verbal expression often score higher in nonverbal social intelligence, the ability to read body language, tone, and emotional undercurrents. They don't speak often, but when they do, they usually say the one thing nobody else noticed. Trait 4, silence is their control. Silence can be a form of self-regulation. For many quiet people, speaking less is not a limitation, it's a deliberate boundary. They've learned that oversharing creates vulnerability, that words can be used against you, that visibility invites judgment, so they give people less to work with, not out of coldness, out of self-protection. Psychologists call this strategic withdrawal, a pattern where communication is carefully controlled because the person is highly sensitive to perception and judgment. Trait 5, they've been burned by speaking. Many people who don't talk much learn their silence the hard way. They spoke up once and were laughed at. They shared something real and it was used against them. They said what they felt and the room went cold, so they stopped. Not all at once, gradually, one small retreat at a time, until silence became not just a preference, but armor. Psychologists who study communication patterns note that communication shut down during childhood or adolescence can become deeply embedded in adulthood. The quiet isn't always natural. Sometimes it was learned, and learned for a reason. Trait 6, depth over volume. People who don't talk much almost always value depth over volume in every area of life. Fewer friends, but unbreakable ones. Fewer conversations, but deeply meaningful ones. Less output, but higher quality when it comes. Research on communication styles consistently shows that low-volume communicators often form stronger one-on-one bonds and experience deeper relationship satisfaction. They're not giving you less. They're saving the best of themselves for the moments that actually deserve it. If you've spent your life being told to speak up, to be louder, more social, more present, nobody gets to decide what your voice is worth except you. The world rewards volume. It mistakes loudness for confidence. It mistakes silence for weakness. Psychology says something different. Some of the most emotionally intelligent, deeply observant, carefully considered people on earth are the ones who say the least. They are not absent. They are not cold. They are not broken. They are paying attention in a way most people never will. And when they finally speak, listen. I made a video about people who keep certain things completely private from everyone and the psychology behind why. If this felt like you, that one will too. It's on your screen right now.